Welcome to the Mike Chandler Show. We are here with Miss Sidney, and she's got a story to tell you guys, and I think you guys are really, really going to love it, or you're really, really going to hate it. I don't know. What do you think?
It could go either way.
Anyways, this is Miss Sidney. How long ago was it when we first met?
It's been like 6 years.
6 years?
It's a long time.
Do you remember where we met?
No, Easy Street. I was bartending. I think it was when I was bartending, but I don't know.
Was I like being wild
you were
Mike
probably
as usual?
Ordering an obnoxious amount of
What's
Vegas
my favorite
bombs
drink?
and pissing me off. Vegas bombs.
Vegas
I have a video of
bombs.
you pouring one in my lap.
If you guys see me out, buy me a Vegas bomb. It's my favorite
He's
drink.
gonna buy enough for the whole bar. Don't worry about
It's my favorite drink.
Ridiculous.
But anyways, this is like, what do you think about the setup? And be honest.
It looks like a porno, but like a fancy porno, like a nice.
Well, that's
like the ones that's like intimate.
That's the goal. But you said like Red Room vibes, like 50 Shades.
You're about to get boned. Yeah.
How,
but like
is it
gracefully,
silky
respectfully.
Yeah, right. Like is it silky enough?
Yeah.
So I've got.
It's a little slippery. I can't imagine it's great for traction.
I have a box behind the couch full of 50 Shades of Grey type of toys. I'm going to sell them eventually. We're going to be an affiliate marketer for some sex toys.
Entrepreneur.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's not.
So, let's get formal again.
Okay.
What's new in your life? What's going on in your life?
New? Nothing.
What do you do?
I'm very much in my grandma era right now. / workaholic era. I work a lot. So if I'm not at work, 9 times out of 10, I'm at home with my dog and my cat. I picked up baking. I bake now.
Do you film it?
I did make you cookies, and I forgot to bring them.
What the fuck?
Better luck next time. And I cook.
What kind of cookies? Wait. What kind of cookies?
Maple bacon cookies. I made like a homemade maple glaze and made the bacon and everything. They were really good.
Okay.
I ate 4 of them.
Sounds amazing. And you forgot them.
Yeah.
Typical Sidney, probably.
Yes.
So, what type of work are you in? I want to know that because I don't know. This is the first time I've seen you. Actually, we haven't talked in a while. Actually, I mean, I've seen you.
You're probably as shocked as everyone that I work in cars.
So, what do you do?
I do business development. So I drive.
What's that consist of?
I drive business into the dealership. Pretty much, my job is to get people to come in.
Well, see, I've hired people to do that for me, and they really just.
You didn't hire me.
Well, they really just sit there. They don't do what I need them to do.
All,
I'm talking about not the people currently working for me. Hey, not current. I'm talking about before. Please, current employees. I'm not talking about you. We're talking about in the past.
No, I'm a little more involved because it's just me that does it at our dealership.
So do you do like cold calls? Do you go out?
No, I do not cold call.
B2B or consumer?
If you ask about a vehicle online, I'm the one that calls you and gets you the information that you need. Or if you call in and ask about one, I do a little bit more. I work directly with the sales team and stuff too. So try to coordinate stuff that came in that didn't buy a car. I'm basically just the middleman. I'm a wingman for salespeople.
Hey, I'm calling about the 2019 Toyota Corolla you have online. I'm looking for like a daily driver car for my son. He's 20 years old. He's in college. He goes to West Virginia State.
I'm off the clock.
Is that a nice car? What color is it?
It's a Toyota, of course.
But what color is it?
White.
Okay. Tell me how you're going to get me in the dealership.
I'm not going to listen.
So what would you do to get me in the dealership?
You'd be like,
that?
Like, cool, yeah, come drive it.
What's your script? Like, what is your sales script?
So I kind of play it based on the customer because I feel like a lot of places, especially like bigger groups, because our auto group's pretty big. You want to still feel like a person. Like, I don't like scripts and like saying the same thing to everybody. You have to personalize it to a degree. You're not any different. There's no reason to come to you instead of somebody else, I guess.
But do they still train you scripty, or do they let you let you be free?
Yeah, I'm pretty much have free reign because they know that
you're good
with people and everything. I was at another dealer before and they were very script oriented. And it feels robotic. There's no like authenticity to it. Okay. So now I'm kind of somewhere where they know that I do my job and I do it well. So as long as I'm not misleading people, or
are you commission based or salary?
Both.
Salary and commission.
Yeah, I make hourly and commission. My hourly.
So like if you get the person, like how do you track whoever you're talking to if they come in and buy?
I'm there. The
CRM.
Every day. So yeah. So and I get paid if they come in, and I get paid again if they buy a car. And then
what CRM do y'all use? I'm interested in business.
This
is not a business podcast, but I'm interested in business.
We use eLeads.
Okay, cool.
Or CDK, I think.
And how long you been there?
I've only been at this lot for I'm about to hit a year.
And you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very happy where I'm at, and we have lots nationwide, so I can go just about anywhere if I want to. But.
Get a wild hair up your ass. You want to go to Michigan? Because I think they got some in Michigan.
They have a lot of Michigan, yeah. I was eyeballing. There's one in Boston because I'm a Red Sox fan, and then Texas just but for the hell of it. But
Texas. But Blake
Blake's now in
The
Texas.
guy-
Oh my!
So the guy we're going to talk about is in Texas. So
Yeah, don't know where.
I don't know why she said Texas.
He might not be anymore. I don't know where he's at. But it's not my problem anymore.
I couldn't remember. So like, how big of a family do you have? Brothers and sisters?
Yes.
How many?
I have a lot of like direct family and all like extended family. I only have 2 cousins, and it's because they're twins, and they live in New York, and they're like 10 years younger than me, 15 years younger than me, maybe. But I do have siblings, so I've got you went to school with a few of them.
Who?
Drew and Lindsay.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. And then
I seen him working out today at Planet Fitness.
Of course you did.
Drew.
Because that's all he does. His hair is awful
I
right
seen
now.
him at Planet
He's got
Fitness.
a fro. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, me and Drew graduated together, but like I
If
said,
you see him again, tell him that hairline and an afro do not go together.
he doesn't really say anything to me when I see
doesn't
him.
say
I don't know
anything
I don't know if he's just quiet or he doesn't like me.
No, he's just not friendly.
Oh.
He's a ginger.
Well, me and Drew
Hello?
used to be like back in the day, like we had a class together. He seemed decent and cool with me, but now it's like
he's old.
Well, I'm old too.
You're not
Look
as
at all
old
the
as him?
gray. Yes,
Yeah,
I am. I'm the
wasn't
same
gonna say
age as
anything, but
I'm the same age as
have you
Drew.
ever heard of what is it? They call it touch of whatever.
Touch of gray?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the hair dye. You can do it.
What is it called? Producer?
Touch of something.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's because I just
All
know.
right.
But
So you got Lindsay, Drew.
I have a sister in Miami. She's a fellow TikToker like you. She's got pretty good.
How many
following on
followers?
there. I think she hit like 25,000. Which
Damn.
but she just started in like January.
Do I know her?
No, I don't think you know Chelsea. She's closer to my age.
But she's from here?
She had a video of her husband that went like super viral.
What was it
And
about?
Just him. He's not a
Alright,
bad
is
looking
he
guy.
just
It's
like a
kind of
hot
weird. It's
guy or
kind of
what?
weird to say that because he's my brother-in-law.
Right,
But I've always called him Surfer Thor.
Well, I mean,
so.
we are in West Virginia. At least you didn't say it was your brother.
No thanks. But yeah, that
Might have
video
to
of
cut
him.
that
She
part
already had
out.
kind of a following before that.
Because I get pissed off when people talk about that, West Virginia. Do you ever go out of state and they're like, you date your cousin,
when
you
I
date your
lived
sister?
in
Like, I get
Atlanta-
tired of that shit.
When I lived in Atlanta, because I worked from home, but we had to have like group meetings.
Yeah.
Half of them didn't know that West Virginia was its own state. That's what I get sick of. And I got made fun of for my accent. And I'm like, at home, I don't really have an accent.
Right.
And they
Unless
all made
you got
fun
like
of me for it.
Logan or Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like from
Now, if
Logan to
I'm-
Eastern Kentucky, they have a
If
strong
I'm
Appalachian
drinking,
accent.
we
Comes
might,
out.
We might run into it later. But for the most part, I don't. I mean, there's certain words, I guess. But yeah, they all made fun of me for my accent. I'm like,
Well,
y'all have an accent. Excuse me, we're in Georgia.
before we get into your story, and I want you to be honest with me, what's your opinion of me? And don't lie.
You've asked me this question before.
This is a podcast about your deal, but I want to know your opinion of me. And I want you to
mean,
be honest. You can tell him,
I
like,
feel like just
you-
because
I mean, you think-
like the way our friendships always
Shut up,
been.
Mike. Shut up. Let her
shut
talk.
up. Oh God.
Yeah.
But the way our friendships are, I feel like I kind of know a different side of you than what's on social media because we've always had like we're not like the best of friends,
Right.
but like we've always had good conversations and stuff.
right.
I kind of know a different side of you other than what is on social media, and people have personalities for social media too. Is a big thing. So, but
We talked about that before, actually.
yeah, I could see
Because I remember at the Zone one night,
yeah,
we
'cause
had a
you
deep
asked me
conversation.
about it.
I was struggling with it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care what people think about me.
If you're making money doing it, who gives a
Right.
shit?
Like, I don't care about what people think about me anymore. The thing that bothered me the most is, my family, especially my dad. Like, my dad, I
Greg's
think.
not a social media kind of guy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But, like,
he doesn't
but he's
understand.
also like, if you can do it and you can make a career out of it, do it. But, like, it's still, we come from small town businesses, and people always, he says he can't go anywhere without them bringing it. Did you see Mike's video last night? Did you see this? Did you see it? It gets old to him.
Well, he's a different generation though too. So.
And like, I'm at the age right now where like I'm stuck. Like, do I want to be a generational business owner and keep my dad's name going? Even though I don't work for him right now, I got my
Well,
own business.
you
We
can do
butt
both.
heads. I want to do both. And that's the thing. Like, but I think he's waiting on me to get married and take life more serious and get away from social media. But the thing about it is I really enjoy making content and doing videos. And that's the reason why I want to step it up to the podcast and bring some like really good content like we can all learn from, talk about our life experiences, the shit stuff that we went through, like relationships, heartbreaks, business, like, the good and the bad of business, the good and bad of influencing, single moms, single dads. I want to bring a little bit of like everything on this podcast.
Yeah. Well,
I just want,
I think you can do both. There's no reason you can't. It's a different age. Like I said, your dad, love him, but just comes from a different.
right.
I feel like anybody in that age group is gonna be like, "What the hell are you?"
But I
doing?"
think he will enjoy more of the I think this is a professional set, This is a podcast
Profession-
and Yeah, red room professional. But that's the vibes we're going for. I mean, the reason why I ask you what you thought like about me is because, obviously this is going to go out to my followers. A lot of people just see me from the TikToks and the Instagram, and now I want to, start, letting them hear me do an hour, 2 hour long, 45-minute long podcast, depending on the guest. And I need to do one on me, actually. You need to interview me. Because I want people to know.
So good at that.
Right. Yeah. Like I want people to know,
you.
like, really what I am, like, to the local crowd. A lot of local people hate me and what we talked about. Haters. And I guess maybe because I got drunk and said stupid shit before.
I mean, who's never gotten drunk and said
right.
stupid shit?
But I get judged a lot
got drunk,
on
got
that
arrested one
and
time.
my social media.
So, shit happens.
But anyway, so you don't hate me?
No. Well, okay, first of all, if I hated you, I would not be sitting within 3 feet of you.
I'm just saying.
I've never seen you and not been like,
But
hey.
you said something one night and you was real to me. And I can't remember exactly.
I told you, if I remember correctly,
you said something.
We were both a little. I think
at
pretty sure I
Zone.
straight
It was
told you.
at
I was
Zone.
like, it's a little cringe.
Yes.
And it can be.
And that rubs off like.
I won't lie to you now. It still can be.
But the content that's cringe worked. Like it worked at the time. No. But again, they're like, well, I'm not going to be cringe and do views. But I honestly want to take this personal brand into like, the relationship niche, business niche, like single mom, single dad niche. Can I say niche?
Niche.
Can I not say niche?
Is that the word? Is that how you say it?
Well, say niche.
Niche. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm not hooked on phonics.
Oh God, whatever.
But
yeah, so
if you can make money doing it, and
she told me that I was cringe, and I'm like, I already knew I was cringe, but I just thought she was.
But did I lie to you?
But she was like, she's like the
I was
type of friend.
graceful about it.
I know, but she's the type of friend you want. Like she's real, she's authentic. She's gonna tell you how she feels. Like you're not gonna sugarcoat it, right?
I don't lie.
You're not gonna sugarcoat. You're
no,
gonna be like,
no.
Mike, you're cringe. That video you did last night. But honestly,
well.
I was a lot more cringe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now I still have. I still have some videos that are cringe, but not as much and not as bad as 2 years ago.
But I say, if it gets you views, do what you gotta do. You're probably making more
I
money
mean, I was
than
just
me
doing like some trendy shit at the time, and
your little dancing videos.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still do.
Do the Mike Chandler hip swivel.
It's terrible. I can't dance. I can't sing, but people like it. Whatever.
At least you're self-aware.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think people don't think that I'm self-aware, and I'm like, I'm self-aware.
Well,
but anyways,
what I'm posting.
This podcast is about Sidney. Quit talking about Mike Chandler. Okay. Anyways, it's my show though. All right, so we want to get right into this. Like we talked. Is there anything else I need to know about you, or you want to like tell about yourself before we get into this?
I feel like I need to preface before we even get into the story that at no point in this conversation will I claim to have been a perfect angel at this time in my life. I was a mess.
Were you going to tell the good and the bad about you too?
Yeah. Like I'll admit my own. I have no problem admitting my own faults. That's not a problem for me. Just getting it out of the way beforehand.
Right.
At this time, the woman sitting here is not the same as the girl we're going to be talking about by any means. It did not make me deserving of what happened, but I was not faultless.
Okay.
So I'll just get that out of the way now before somebody thinks I'm just trying to dog somebody because I was no angel.
So I put out on my socials that, hey, I'm looking for some wild stories, drama, relationship, business. If you had a wild business story or whatever, we were looking for some wild, crazy stories. And Sidney comes in my inbox and says, oh boy, do I have a story to tell you, basically, summarize it. And I'm like, okay, let's hear it. And she summarized a little bit of it, but I told her not to ruin it for me. Let's just talk about it on the podcast. So let's go back. What year we're going to start in?
What it is, 21 is when all of it began.
21.
It came to an end.
Let's start from the very fucking beginning.
I think we're going to have to because it's not going to make any sense otherwise. So
I want to start from the very beginning, and I want you to tell me what you was doing in your life. You got to go back and be like, all right, what was I doing? Where did I work? What mindset was I in? Let's hear it all.
Well, so, I mean, technically speaking, it kind of started in 2020, but not really. So
How old were you?
Oh, God, how old was I? 24, 25 when all this
How old
started?
are you now?
29. Don't ask me that.
29 minus 5 years? So you're 24.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So, because, I mean, like I said, I was not in a good place in life. I was not responsible in any sense of the word. Financially, like, was not mentally stable. And like, it was,
you were just balling and having
was
fun.
Down.
I met you then, too.
That's when we, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So when we knew each other. So, but I literally had gotten arrested on my mom's birthday.
The fuck? What did you get arrested for? What did you get arrested for?
DUI. I was still bartending at the time.
Any more sense?
No.
Well, you're good.
I'm responsible.
You're good, right?
But I literally, because of that, lost my job, lost my license. or whatever. So I'm
Right.
jobless, carless, and just down
Going through a
bad.
tough time.
Yeah, not having a good time. It was my own fault. I don't blame anybody but me. I chose to do what I did that night, So I messaged Andrea. I had to catch myself there. I messaged Andrea. I was like, hey, I need a job.
Don't fuck up.
So I know, I'm doing my best. So I messaged Andrea, my friend I've known since middle
Andrea.
school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Known her since middle school. We've always been decent friends or whatever. And she got me a job doing sales at her company, which I still do now. So I did find out I'm pretty good at sales throughout all of this. She got me a job there with her. And this is about to turn into the most cliche bullshit you've ever heard in your life, because I was there for like 2 months and started dating not just my boss's boss. I was dating our district manager.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you had to be a little secretive.
Yeah. So I was kind of an asshole for it too, because like she knew the whole time. Because the first time me and him even like hung out and stuff like that, I'm telling her like, dude, this might be really stupid or whatever. But he never knew that she knew.
How old was he?
What, him?
At the time. Guess.
I don't think he was 30 yet. I think he was pushing
like late 20s.
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was
Okay.
almost 30. So he's older than me.
So you liked older men at the time. Okay.
I liked him for some reason.
What did you like about him?
Oh my god, I don't want to compliment him.
No, I don't care. Look, we're going back.
It was.
Put yourself in that, like when you first seen him.
I think it was a security thing, but I mean, looking back at it now, I know that he only liked me because I was very vulnerable and just kind of all over the place or whatever, and probably easily manipulated. But he just seemed very stable. Like I think it was a security thing. Like this guy's got his shit together, and
so it wasn't a fling. You really wanted.
No.
I mean,
something. Pretty much from the first time we hung out, it was locked in after that. So, I had told her about it. So, like I said, she knew, but he didn't know that she knew because I didn't want him to get mad that she worked for the same company and she knew, because we could have gotten in trouble for it. That's the main reason.
Especially him
with
being like a district manager.
And he's not from here, so he didn't know anybody. So I didn't have to really worry about if we went somewhere, somebody recognizing him and being like, "Oh my god, that's our boss." Didn't have to worry about it. So, actually, later that year, I got evicted from my apartment. When I say I was down bad throughout all this, I'm not kidding. Which I will say the eviction was bullshit. It's because I had firewood on my front porch.
What the fuck?
Judith,
I mean, so you didn't get evicted. Now, was you behind on rent?
No. I will say I always paid my bills on time.
You got evicted for having firewood on
obviously, because of the
porch?
firewood, she found out there was a fire pit out back that I never even used.
But you're not allowed to have a fire pit.
Not allowed to have it. She evicted and didn't get a warning or anything. Just got evicted. I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
Who the fuck is that?
Judith.
I'll
tell y'all Judith's name.
Fuck
Judith
you,
sucks.
Judith. Sorry if you're watching the episode, Judith.
She's old. She probably ain't gonna see nothing, but
she could have passed away.
I was gonna say it and I didn't want to because it was bad to say, so I'm glad you did. Anyway.
All right. Dive back in.
Got evicted. And I called my friend that got me the job because she's still with the company, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. At the time, she was running our store up in Beckley, and she's like, just transfer to my store. Come up here. It's a better store. You'll make more money. And I'm like, okay.
So you were in Charleston at the time?
I was at St. Albans.
Okay.
I was working at the St. Albans location of our company. So I moved to Beckley. Keep in mind, I don't drive, and I moved to Beckley.
So you move an hour away, hour and a half.
Moved in with her, and I had to work her. And I will give the only credit I will give her in this whole story to Andrea, yes, is she did do a lot for me at that time. I mean, she literally let me work the same schedule as her so that I could always get to and from work. I was not, once again, not responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't always have bills on time. She had no problem covering me. I'll give her credit for that. She did do a lot for me. I was, like I said, not in the best state of mind during all of this. So, but when I'm living in Beckley, I'm still staying in Charleston with him. So he's literally coming to get me in Beckley and going back to Charleston, staying with him. He's taking me to work in Beckley in the morning.
So I'm not to interrupt. He's the district manager.
Yeah.
Still, for the Beckley store
too.
and the Charleston and others.
Yeah, and he had
probably
like
2 or 3.
8 stores. I think,
8 stores.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's a big boss. So
that's what you was attracted to.
But so I think at that point we're like, shut up.
That's what she was attracted to.
I'm not really a money girl, believe it or not.
That's what she was
I'm wearing
attracted to.
a $10 Amazon outfit.
You girls chasing money.
As you sit on a velvet couch with capris on. But,
I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
All right.
So I move up there. And keep in mind, we're like 6-7 months into me and him at this point. And when I tell you the man had never spoken an ill word to me, called me a name, I think our spats were like because we couldn't agree on where to go to dinner. And I feel like 7 months into, never really had like a major argument. Like I was good. I'm good. Like, honestly, this is like the healthiest situation I've ever been.
Too, you know, if I was talking to someone for 6-7 months and we never had a major argument,
hindsight's 20/20.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot that I'll look back on after the fact where I was like,
you know, that's like, all right, he's like too smooth with this. Why is he being so smooth and not like? Why are we not fighting at all?
Yeah,
like you're gonna have an argument.
Yeah,
and you never had any arguments.
Not a one. You know, I mean, like, we were already talking like marriage and stuff, which if you know me is unheard of because I'm just
Don't
not a
fuck with
I'm
me.
not
You're
a
not
marriage
talking
person.
about marriage at 20.
Swear to God. Okay, you know how many people younger than me are already
23,
been
24?
married? I know people have been married twice by 25.
Maybe he
So,
was. Maybe he was.
We were talking about it, whatever. So
I just couldn't think of Sidney.
I
thought
find it.
you. No, I'm just like
I'm not.
I didn't think you wanted to be tied down that early. My bad.
I didn't. So that
Right.
speaks kind of more to.
It's not like
there's a hair on my
saying
face
you was
and
a
I'm
fucking
actually
hoe.
gonna crash
I'm
out.
not saying you was a hoe.
Th-
I just didn't think you wanted to be tied down.
Nobody
Like
said
you
that
wanted to live
ever.
your life. Like,
And I
sorry,
did.
this man had you.
There's a hair on my face.
Well, get it off.
Th-
Go ahead.
Hold on.
This man had you like falling in love for him.
Oh
He
my
had
God,
you
it's
head over
like
heels.
directly on my fucking face. It's
Sorry,
attached to the
sorry,
head.
producer.
So, anyways, I do find it important at this point to note the condition of the house that we were living in Beckley.
Let's note it.
Because I might have been behind on bills, okay, and stuff like that, but I'm a clean person. And anybody that knows me now, I do not do messes. I'm really weird about.
So you move into Andrew's house and it's a fucking wreck.
Well, so technically she had a different apartment. We moved into a townhouse in the same complex together.
But was
so
it messy or was it dirty? Like
it was
nasty.
disgusting.
So nasty
I have
or
a picture
messy?
to show you.
Nasty or messy?
No, nasty. Like, how gross of stuff am I allowed to talk about?
So you lived there? Like, what did
Well,
fuck?
so
Did
here's
you
the-
clean it up? Or
I
you
was never
like,
there because of how bad it was. So my room, I kept the door shut. Like,
Mhm.
no, and my room was always immaculate. I will hand to God on that one. That she had animals that she did not take outside. I'm
Right.
talking like that dog would just piss and shit everywhere all the time until it was like petrified, and I'd have to be like, "Your dog's shitting all over our dining room table. What are you
Right.
doing?" Or whatever. Cat litter box never got changed out, so at any given moment you'd sit on the couch and you're sitting in cat piss. Her room, I have a picture.
So you hate her right now? Is that why you're talking about it?
No, I'm being dead serious because this was an issue when I was living there.
Okay.
I'm like calling friends at home, like, I don't know what to do. This house is
Right.
like filthy, disgusting. Like, I can understand some people just aren't neat freaks like I am, but like, I'm talking pee and poop everywhere, like just gross. Like,
Sounds
I
nasty.
was gonna say that, but it's gross. And
Sounds
I don't think
nasty.
you want to put that on there. It was pretty
Well,
yucky.
Let's fast forward.
Yeah, but so it was just disgusting, and he
Right.
knew that too. So it got to the point where when I left the company finally because things were getting so serious and I was moving back in with him in Charleston, he paid for me to have a separate U-Haul because he didn't want my stuff cooped up in a truck with hers.
Wait a minute. You went too quick. You
do you mean?
moved in with her, and
Yeah,
then you
and
said, you're moving back in with
Yeah,
him.
I
back
was only
to
in Beckley for a few months.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, like, how did she know? Obviously, that was her boss too.
Yeah.
She knew that you were secretly dating
Yes.
him.
Oh, okay, well, that
So
was
that's what I'm
an
saying. Like, we
important
jumped
part.
there.
So
Like, you were secretly dating your
she-
district manager.
Yes. So eventually, I did skip a part. He knew that she knew because he was coming. He ended up eventually coming to the house, and then that's why he was like, "Yeah, you're not living here. This is gross," or whatever. Like, we would go out and stuff or whatever, and in Beckley and everything or whatever. And
He didn't come back to the house. Not much?
No, I think maybe he stayed there like 3 times ever because it was just gross.
Okay.
Or whatever. And it's not me trying to dog anybody, it's just
Right.
the facts of the situation, and it becomes important later.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. So like I said, everything is still fine. I knew he had been looking around for jobs, and thank God he did not get the one in Los Angeles that he wanted, because if I'd moved to Los Angeles, I would have never been able to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
So I'd been there. It was gross. Everything. He knew, she knew. Everything was cool. So eventually it was like.
So y'all were like, it was like a triangle of people that only knew that you were dating him.
Yeah.
So she's the only one in the company that knew you were dating
I
your
think
district manager.
one other guy knew because he lived
Okay.
up there in Beckley too, and he kind of comes into the picture later too. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of small moving parts
Okay.
before this gets juicy. So we were living up there, and he was like, "Why don't you just quit, come live with me?" So I actually went and worked with my brother for a little bit when I moved back to Charleston. I was just like waiting tables part time until I figured out what the hell I was going
Right.
to do. And we had an apartment. We adopted a dog. I miss her. And I think that's the first time I kind of noticed like red flags, is when shit started to hit the fan. Because I think I only lived with him in Charleston for like a month before we moved to Atlanta. Like, and I'd never even been to Atlanta. I moved 7 hours away with this man. Had never even been to Atlanta. I was like, all right, I'm out.
So when he said, "Hey, let's move to Atlanta," how long were y'all together?
It had been almost a year at that point.
Okay.
So we're pretty,
well,
we're
I mean,
deep-ish
that's pretty
into
good.
it. You know
That's
what I mean?
pretty good,
So,
right?
and my thing is like my family didn't.
This
even,
was a normal relationship, or was it more like, all right, like we hang out?
No. I
Like,
mean,
how
it
was this?
it
Like,
was
y'all
full-
lived
no.
together, so
Well, I mean,
y'all were
I
like,
will say, like, I mean, some pretty heavy shit happened, or whatever throughout. So it got deeper a lot quicker, just because there was some stuff that happened. Like, we actually, I think 7 months in, had a miscarriage.
oh,
So that was rough. And kids have never been
Yeah.
part of my life plan or whatever, but it just hit me harder than I thought it would. So
Right.
that was a whole
yeah,
fiasco.
that's tough to go through.
And he lost his brother while we were together.
Wow.
He doesn't know anybody here, so obviously that made us a lot
had to be there
closer
for him,
and stuff too. So,
seen him at an emotional time of his life.
Yeah, exactly. For both of us, you know what I mean? Because those were kind of bang bang. They happened right around the same time. So things just got really deep really fast.
Yeah.
I think that had a lot to do with why I dealt with some of the stuff that I did, because it was just like that, what do you call it, like a trauma bond, I guess, to a degree. But when we moved back to Charleston is when I started to kind of notice things. Because he was still, so when I tell you, I trusted this man with my whole heart. Like,
well, you through
could
life,
do no
basically.
wrong. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. I did, like I said, hindsight's 20/20. So now I can talk about these things and be like, you're on some fuck shit.
Right.
Like, there was a night that he had gone with the company and took them all out for Christmas. And they ended up going out for drinks. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I have his location. And I'm like, where the fuck are you? You're like in the middle of fucking nowhere. He's like, oh, I took so-and-so home, one of the guys' sales representatives.
Say it again.
Representatives.
Yeah.
Cooked on phonics, buddy.
There you go.
But
we are from West Virginia.
And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird to do at 4 a.m. So then in the morning he has to take me to work, and there's a gun in his like side compartment, and I'm like, because I knew he had guns, but he kept them in lockbox, and I was like, whose gun is this? She's like, oh, a girl that worked with him left it in my car and I took her home last night. And I'm like, you said you took him home, but now you're saying you took her home. I'm like, and you were out till 4 a.m. or whatever, and he talked his way out of it. Yeah, pretty much. And then me being as starry-eyed and in love as I was just like, it's fine. He's
so Charleston or Atlanta now?
Charleston. We're still in Charleston at this point.
All right.
And there was only one time I can really think of that he like scared me when we were in Charleston. It was kind of a similar scenario. He had gone out, was supposed to come home early. Like I said, I don't drive. I can't go anywhere, you know, and was out way later than he was supposed to be. I think that day in particular, he's like, no, I know you don't get to really go out and do stuff. I'll take you out later. And he never showed up until like 2 a.m. So I was like, fuck it, I'm leaving, which was dramatic.
Right.
I will admit was dramatic, but I was trying to make a point. And he had like, keep in mind, this motherfucker's 6'3" and every bit of 300 plus pounds. He's a big boy.
I'm 6'2", like 258, 260.
I mean, I'm talking, he's like 350. Like he big.
Okay. Was he a football player?
But, no.
Fuck.
I think I had athletic bone in his body. He had dainty hands.
Okay. Sorry, Blake.
But and he had like gotten mad and like blocked the doorway. Like, but to a degree, like when I tried to walk past him, he was like kind of pushing back on me, and I'm like, you're kind of freaking me out right now. Like, this is out of character for you. But that's like really the only thing for a year I can think of that like.
Was he drunk?
Raised red flags. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he was a terrible drunk person too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He was a crier.
Yeah, you hate that, right?
I'm not a crier. So if you're a grown, ginormous
so what do you do? What are you doing?
Crying,
Like, what was you doing? Like, was you trying to be there for him, or was you like?
No. I'm not saying. I'm
like
saying
patting him on the back. Yeah, I understand, but like, were you good with that? Like,
no.
Going through his emotional.
I did my best, but like my friends know me. If you're crying, don't call me. Yeah. And it's not because I don't care. I just don't know what to do. I just get real awkward. I'm just like
freak out.
Not even freak out. I'm just like, yeah.
Okay,
that
I'm sorry.
Really sucks.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know what to say. I'm not that person.
Right.
Now, if you need me to beat somebody up, call me. But if you're crying, talk to me later when you're done crying because I don't know what to do. So yeah, that was a whole thing. So literally, I'm going to lunch with my mom for her birthday. Oh, I forgot to tell you about his mom. I met his mom for Christmas.
What about his mom for Christmas?
I know you're not supposed to talk bad about anybody's mom. That's the most unpleasant woman I've ever encountered in my life.
She's from like the Philly area.
Yeah, she's just,
well, I mean, Philly people are pretty mean and rude.
She talked like this.
She talked like this.
She talked like this. And my home goods is 2 stories, and I went to school with Jill Biden. I'm like, welcome to fucking West Virginia.
Did she really go to school with
pepperoni roll? I don't fucking know.
Did she really go to school with Jill Biden,
I don't
or
know.
You just said that?
No, she said that. Did she actually do it? I don't fucking know. But I'm just like, well,
did she make fun of West Virginians?
Yes.
You're
gonna sit there and talk shit about a Tudor's biscuit? Are you kidding me?
No, she didn't.
Yeah, you have no class.
She did not talk shit about a Tudor's biscuit.
She did. Just a little.
The fuck is wrong with you talking about a Tudor's biscuit?
It's a little greasy. That's the fucking point. Hello.
I don't give a fuck. It's the best biscuit in the world.
It's not a fucking egg white omelet, bitch. Eat it. Like I do.
Anyways, so you like her. So, long story short, you like his mom.
Yeah. No, I'm not kidding you. If all of this other shit hadn't have happened, I don't think it would have worked out because of her and her alone. Like that woman's.
It's bad.
Yeah, we didn't get it. We just didn't vibe. So
I take it she was just a typical type of woman. Okay.
I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm not going to say anything. So literally, I'm going to lunch with my mom for her birthday, and he calls me. We're at that beer house garden, the Wiener place in Barbersville.
Oh yeah, they closed it down. Yeah.
There's the
It's
best
close.
wieners in
It's
the
done.
state, but
It's done. Well, I thought
that's
I
fucking
thought I
ridiculous.
had the best wiener in the state, but anyways, it's closed down.
Anyway, so I'm waiting in line, waiting for my wiener.
I just thought I had the best wieners in the
Not
state.
in Capri's, you don't. But we're in line, and he calls me. He's like, I have to tell you something. I'm like, okay. I said, I have to move to Atlanta in 2 weeks. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm thinking this is like, yeah, we're breaking up. I'm moving to Atlanta.
Okay.
Or whatever. He's like, yeah, you're going to come with me? I was like, oh, shit. Let me not ruin my mom's birthday and tell her I might move 7 hours
Right.
away. Like, give me some time to think on it or whatever. And, like, literally, my mom is, I love you, princess.
It's your everything, right?
My mom is a little, I don't want to say judgy, but she's very weary of people.
Yeah.
And she even had not one red flag about that man. Like, when I did tell her, she was like, yeah, you should go. Like, no red flags for anybody. My family loved him.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
You misjudged that one.
We all did. That was the worst. Jesus.
Wow.
Or whatever. So
Fuck,
I literally had to quit my job and get the house ready and find an apartment for us. We had 2 weeks to literally find a place in Atlanta and move. I'd never even been to Atlanta.
So when he said that, was he like, all right, you got to get a job right away, or was he like, you just help me move and then I'll help you get back on?
No, so I quit my job here just so I could have time off to get, because somebody had to get everything ready and he still had to work. In the
meantime, did he help you get a job there?
Getting a job down there, no, I did that on my own. He just, and it was kind of like just find what you can.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to work for him down there. Nobody wants to be the new girl at the job.
Right,
Like, hey,
right.
I'm sleeping with your DM.
Yeah.
Like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I found a job on my own. And important to note, my job was for $15 an hour in Atlanta.
In Atlanta?
That might as
so
well.
you lived in a
that's the
box.
poverty line. Yeah.
So you could have lived in a box.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's important to note for later.
Yeah.
So I found a work from home job, and we moved. And it goes bad quick at that point. So keep in mind, like I said, no foul words other than those two kind of like iffy situations. Still, I'm madly in love with this very hairy, large man.
I'm hairy.
I can't wait to show you the
I'm
picture.
hairy.
I have a really good picture to
Be
show you.
careful what you say about
It's
hairy
infamous.
guys.
You're not that kind of hairy.
Oh.
So it's like 3 days after we get
What's
down
his
there.
ethnicity? Like it matters,
He's
but
a white
you said
boy.
he's hairy.
He's a white boy.
Oh, so like me, hairy,
He's just furry.
furry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to get
He did
I went to get a massage the other day, and the massage therapist said,
Fingers probably got
the
fucked up.
massage therapist said, "You're a furry boy." I said, "Okay, I'll wax next time." She's like, "No, I like it.
Please tell me
I
she
like
actually
it."
said furry boy.
She
'cause
said
that's
furry boy.
Fucking wild. Okay.
She said a furry boy,
She pet you?
and it wasn't an
you
Asian.
purr?
It wasn't an Asian massage parlor
Did
either.
you? Nobody asked.
Oh, I'm just saying. I want to go ahead and get that out there.
Nobody asked that, but-
It wasn't an Asian massage parlor.
Okay.
But
You
anyways,
say so.
so he was a bigger guy. He was furry.
Very
That was
large
it.
man,
He was just
yeah.
a white man. I was just
Yeah.
curious because you said he was like very, very furry. I thought maybe he was.
I have a picture to show you. Don't worry.
Maybe
gonna
I thought
hate
he
it.
was
You're
like
gonna hate it.
Italian or.
Nope. No. It's
Okay.
disgusting. So we moved down there. Three days in is the first time something happened or whatever. And I remember we were unpacking. Keep in mind, I packed that whole house myself and unpacked the whole house myself. And he had more than, he's just one of those like, oh, well, you can do it. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're unpacking, and I don't even remember what started the argument, but something set him off. I think he was getting mad at how I was unpacking things. I was like, well,
And
you're
we're
more
a
than
year in,
welcome.
right? Year and a half.
Yeah,
year?
we're a little over a year in at this
Okay,
point.
a little over a year.
So he's like getting mad
13,
at how I'm
14 months.
unpacking things. I'm like, you're more than welcome to jump in and help. Like, you're not doing anything
Right.
or whatever. And that set him off. So I'm the type, like, I don't do, even in relationships, I don't yell. I'm not going to call you name. And I will say throughout this whole story, hand to God, I never called that man out of his name or put a hand on him. And that is the God's honest truth. So if you know me as a person, I know that that's shocking. But like relationship wise, there's never an excuse for it to call
Right.
names and scream and yell. It's going to solve nothing. So I've always been that way. So he was getting heated. I'm like, I'm just going to leave the room. I'm going to walk over here. You're going to chill out, whatever. So keep in mind, like I said, this is our first argument. And
But you was probably like a little smart ass about it.
I'm not going to say I was nice.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
pretty
like,
sure,
all right, I'm just gonna
pretty
go
sure I
over
threw a
here.
fuck off as I
Yeah.
was walking out of the room. But like,
Yeah.
get away
Because
from
I know
me.
your personality.
But-
You're like, I'm gonna go over here.
But I told him,
Chill,
I said,
dude.
I was like, I'm leaving this conversation. This is not a productive conversation. Fuck off. Like, get away
Right.
from me. So I'm in there trying to unpack the guest room. And I had packed his shoes in a hamper. It was just easier than using another box. And I'm like standing in the doorway to the closet. And he came in there screaming again. And it irked a nerve. And I like smacked the closet door. I was like, get the fuck away from me. And he picks up that hamper full of shoes, launches it across the room, and hits me with it dead in the back because I like turned to miss it. Knocks me into the closet. I have a giant bruise like all down my side and stuff. I'm literally like a few days later, I was purple. And I'm literally just sitting on the floor.
He throws a hamper full of
full of his shoes, like a tall hamper full of shoes. It was heavy, and launched it across the room, and hit me.
Well,
with
that's illegal.
It is.
That's
believe
illegal.
it or not,
You could have got him in trouble for
domestic.
that, right? Yeah, it's domestic.
Yeah, like I would literally just like sat in the closet floor and looked at him and was like, "Did you just really just do that?"
Was he drunk? Wait,
no,
was he drunk?
Stone cold sober.
Yeah, that like I read something about like not to get you off topic, stay on topic here in a minute. Like they say you can know a person really well within 180 days. Is that true? That's 6 months, by the way.
I would have thought I knew that man better than I even knew
but
myself
you didn't.
at that point.
He changed,
yeah. So I think,
and it wasn't alcohol.
No, not alcohol. We weren't really drinkers. Okay. You know, we had a bar in the house, we never used it. But
So he changed like a year in.
Yeah. So like I said, hindsight's 20/20.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my family are tight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he knew if he had pulled any of that while I was anywhere within arm's reach. Oh, my brother wouldn't have stood a chance. I don't care how big you are. It's his little sister, okay? So I think
we're talking about Drew, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I think he was just waiting until I didn't have anybody around, and then that's when he knew he could get comfortable. It's the only thing that I could take from it. Putting on that big of a show for a year is fucking impressive. I'll give him that.
So he was like, I got you in Atlanta now. Yeah. Now you're all mine. You do as I say.
Like I said, no car, no money. What am I going to do?
Down in the ATL.
Fuck Atlanta. I hated it. Sorry. Y'all are nice people.
Why was Atlanta nightlife good? Did you go out?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, you never went out?
Wasn't allowed to leave the house.
Are you serious?
He used to watch my location. If I took the dog to the dog park, like down the street, he was texting
so he was like really controlling.
It got real bad real quick.
So he was abusive and controlling.
Yeah. So after the hamper incident, I'm like, okay, there's no way I've lived with this man for this long, or like known this man for this long, and have no idea who he is as a person. There's just no way. So I justified it, as we do, and I stayed. And then I think it was like a month or so into living there. This one I'm not going to get into details of what he did, but he hurt me.
So it got worse.
Yes, much worse, to the point where I'm calling my mom. I'm like, somebody needs to come get me out of here. I don't have a way to leave, but somebody needs to come get me. Like, I'm not in a safe situation. My sister, God bless you, drove with 2 kids in the car the next morning and came and got me. And I packed a bag and I left for a week. So
how long were you in Atlanta when this started happening?
Like 2 months in is the first time I came home.
And she come and got you?
Yeah.
And you left for a week?
Yeah. So when I left, I already kind of knew I was going back, which sounds awful to say. And it really is one of those things, like, you don't know what you're going to do until you're like, it happens to you.
Yeah, in the moment.
Because then it was still one of those things. I've been with this guy for this long. There's no way he's been a psychopath this whole time, and I did not see any of it, you know? So the whole time I'm here, he's, I'll go to grief counseling. I'm going to go to anger management. I'm going to be better for you. Da, 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 da. So my dumb ass goes back. Love that. So in the middle of all of this, Andrea, my friend at the time, had relocated to Alabama and was only like 3 hours from us. My birthday's in March, and I literally just gotten back from leaving because he almost killed me. And she comes to visit for my birthday. So she's like, let me take you out for your birthday. He did allow that to happen. That's the only time I ever really went out, when I was down there or whatever. And
he did allow that to happen.
He did let me leave the house this one
That's some crazy
time.
fucking
language. You know what the best part was? Anytime
he allowed that to happen.
Anytime he'd like throw a PlayStation controller at the back of my head or something or whatever, it would always be like, he'd come back 20 minutes later, like, so do you want to go to Trader Joe's? And it was like a treat for like accepting the ass beating. I'm like, I'll go take you to Trader Joe's now. I'm like, okay, I'll take some Scandinavian. So
there's really guys out there that really do this shit on the reg.
Yeah.
Well, like, I hear all the stories and stuff, but like, I've never been that way.
I came with receipts, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got receipts.
So I have a text message thread, and
did you ever press charges?
No.
Okay. So it wasn't that bad.
It was
just wasn't worth it.
It doesn't mean it's not that bad. It means
no. I'm like I didn't mean it that way. Excuse me, I didn't mean it that way.
I was about to say
it's bad, but like it wasn't like
it was.
He
more
hurt
so,
you like really bad.
It was more so. I just did when I
emotional
left,
abuse. I get that's terrible, but
I knew if I came home, I wasn't gonna have to see him again. And
I'm talking about like physical.
Yeah, no, it was bad physical.
Yeah.
It was not fun. Did not have a good time. He's a very large man. He's very strong. But that's what I meant, like the kind of the details I don't want to get into, because that's just not fun to talk about, because that's the only thing that still I kind of have issues with, I guess. But there was a lot. There's not much that he didn't do. But I literally have a text message thread on my phone. There's 3 hours between the text messages, and there's one that says, I love you so much. I literally can't wait to marry you. And then there's a text message from 3 hours later that says, I shoved you. You act like I threw you down the stairs. Like, within hours of each other. Like, those 2 sentences. I'm like, that doesn't even fucking make sense.
Right.
As a sane person. Like, it was insane. So she comes to visit. We're going out for my birthday, and I'm told her everything. Or whatever. And then things got kind of weird. Like I said, look back on it after the fact, that she kind of overstayed her welcome. Like,
so he wasn't a narcissist.
No.
Yeah.
No. He
Okay.
thought, yeah.
So he's a big time narcissist type of guy.
For sure. Yeah. Everything was always, it was like I would
manipulative,
like I would get
controlling,
hurt in some way and it was my fault.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't have. And it was always like stupid shit. Like, keep in mind, I'm working full time, even though it's from home, and still doing his laundry and handling all the meals and cleaning the house and maintaining everything or whatever. And it was like, what would set him off? Like, there was one time it was because I didn't fold his shirts the right way. I beg your fucking pardon, then fold them yourself. You're a grown man. Like, I worked today too. I don't know. And I'm cool with 50-50. I don't mind doing stuff like that. But, like, if you're going to bitch about it, then just do it yourself.
Okay.
So, anyways, filled her in on everything. She's like, do you need me to get you the fuck out of here? You can come to Alabama with me. I'll get you back on at our job or whatever. And I'm like, no, I think he's been going to grief counseling.
He's getting better.
No, he was not. But,
Well,
you know, I
he lied. He
it.
didn't go, or did he go?
I don't know. I never saw him do it.
Oh, okay.
So probably not. But, so she leaves and keep on. We had this big long conversation. She's like, if you ever need me, I'm 3 hours away. I'm closer than your family. I'll come get you. Like, this is not okay. Shouldn't be doing this, whatever. So then a few months after that is when I finally left because there was a big argument because of his mother.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that night was scary. That was the first time I actually was like scared for my life. Like legitimately was like, no, if I stay, like I'm not going to be able to go home because I'm going to be dead. So I was supposed to fly home in July and I'm calling my mom. She had bought the flight for me. And I'm like, can you change my flight to tomorrow? Like I need to go. So once again, somebody drove and got me. And I actually did leave this time. When I left, I did flip the breakers to all the appliances so that all the food in the fridge would go back because he was going to be gone all day.
Oh.
Poetic justice there.
So you got him back.
But I did. Did he care? Probably not, but it made me feel better.
Yeah.
So I come home, and I even texted Andrea and was like, I finally left. I'm headed home. You know, I was like, I don't really want to talk about it right now. It was a pretty traumatic fucking situation that happened. She's like, okay, you know, talk to me when you're ready, whatever. So I got home, was a fucking mess. When I tell you I went buck wild, bud. I was like, I'm fearless.
Yeah.
Still couldn't
So you want
drive.
to have some wild times.
I
you had
did.
a little fun.
The drinking got really bad.
That's when you met Mike Chandler.
No, I didn't know you
just
at
kidding.
this point. I did run into you at Easy Street,
Yeah,
and you were like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you doing here? I thought you
Yeah,
moved.
so
I'm
it's like the
surprise
reunion
Yeah, pretty much.
of meeting us again.
This is where the plot
Us
twist
meeting
comes in. Because I got a job at T-Mobile,
Yeah.
and I'm at work, and I remember the date because it was my friend Karina's birthday. And that morning I had gotten a call from a blocked number, and it kind of like set me off a little bit. I'm like, oh fuck, because I went no contact when I moved back. I never talked to him again. And
Did you leave without telling him? Or he just knew it was coming?
Yes and no.
He
so
knew it
like
was
I
coming?
told him like the night before, like he's texting me like, get the fuck out, take your stuff with you. I'm like, I can't take all my stuff at once. Somebody's coming to get me. I'll have to come back and get it. Like, nope, take it now. I'll burn it. I'll throw it out. Da 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 da. And like literally, and then like our final text thread is him sending all these mean things. I'm just going, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Don't give
Thank
him.
you.
Don't give him what he
Okay.
wants.
Oh, no, I'm
Don't
not gonna
acknowledge
poke. And
it.
I'm not gonna poke the bear because I
Right.
need him to not kill me before I can leave.
Right. Did you fear for
whatever.
your life? Like it was that bad?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was that bad.
It was intense.
So you didn't want to go in depth about it, but I didn't know if you was like that bad.
Yeah, I'll tell you privately, but we're not gonna go that in depth to it on camera
well,
just because.
sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, you know, shit happens with very large furry men. But and then
Not
but
me.
it turned around. Keep in mind, he's sitting in the next room from me, sending
Yeah.
these messages, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Because I've like barricaded myself in our guest room
Mhm.
or whatever. And then the next morning, it turns into, "You won't even stay and work on it." I'm like, "What the fuck is there to work on at this point, bro? Like I've told you 80 times now. You're not gonna live in a house where you're putting your hands on me. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it." Or whatever, and was trying to get me to stay. So I kind of like appeased him to the point where he thought I might be there when he got back. And as soon as my mom pulled up, I had like 3 bags of clothes, a couple of plants from IKEA, and my trusty mirror, and we dipped. So I literally came back home with a few bags of clothes. I think I had like $30 cash.
Cash, bags of clothes, and a mirror.
Yeah. And that's
And
how
your-
I
and
came
your
back. And
personal
and a
belongings.
lot of trauma.
Toothbrush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mouthwash,
I honestly don't even
stuff
think I
like
grabbed
that.
that shit. I literally were dipping the fuck out of
You
there.
said,
I was
fuck
like,
it, I don't even
well,
want it. I'll get new stuff.
he had my location, so I didn't want him to like.
Right.
We had to put stuff in there and then skedaddle.
Roll.
And as soon as we were far enough, I flipped my location.
You were
off
with your
and we
mom?
Yeah, my mom came and got me.
So if he had your location, you think he would have done shit in front of your mom?
Yes.
He was that wild and
yeah.
psycho?
You know what's crazy? So when she brought me back, so the first time that I left and I came back right before my birthday, my mom's the one that brought me back, and it was annoying how fake he was. Because like, keep on, she knows that you just beat the shit out of me, and that's why I went home. He's like, "Hello, Miss Princess," and trying to take her out to dinner and like.
And
wine
she
and
brought
diner
you
and
back?
stuff, or whatever. I mean, ultimately, what's she gonna do?
Right. It's like
You know,
your
I would have found a
decision.
way back
Right,
anyways, and I
right.
think she kind of knew that I needed to
Right.
figure it out on my own, and I did. Didn't I? Will say I got out a lot quicker than a lot of people do, but that's only because of my family. If I didn't have the family that I did, I don't know what would have happened to me.
Yeah.
You know, because I was away from everybody that I knew. I had no money. I had no car. I had no way to get out. So, anyways, fast forward. I'm at work at T-Mobile on Karina's birthday, and I got in that block call earlier that day, and I was like, that's fucking weird. Or whatever. I'm like freaking out thinking he's trying to call me. And I still to this day do not know who texted me. And honestly, if anything comes of this, that's what I want to know is who the fuck texted me. Because I figured out, I called all my friends that work at other like cell phone places. I'm like, can you run this number and tell me who it belongs to? Because I'm like losing my shit. And I get a text message and it's like, congratulations, you're going to be an aunt again. And I'm like, who the fuck knocked up one of my sisters?
Right.
I'm like, they're married or whatever. And I'm like, and I didn't answer it. And then I got another one. It's like, that's right. Andrea's having a baby with Blake. And I think that's like the first, like everything's spun. Like,
so your best friend still at the time,
the friend that came down there and visited
baby
me with him. And this is only like a month after I got back. And she already knew she was.
She knew the whole story too.
Like
she knew how abusive everything was.
Instead of checking on her friend, drove to go sleep with him, apparently.
Right after you left for the second time? Was this the first time you left or the second time?
What do you mean? No, this
like
was...
you said you left once and then came back.
I left once, and then she came to visit me shortly after that. And that's when I told her everything. So the second time I left, I stayed gone. So it was not... I think it was like a month and a half, 2 months after I officially came back is when I got that text message that they were having a baby. And when I tell you...
So has this guy got like away with his words? Like she
he
knew what you went through?
Wiener,
like, well, how the fuck did... she go there and get pregnant by him when she knew what you went through and went all through this like crazy fucking shit with him, and she's gonna go get pregnant by him?
How do I word this gracefully?
What the fuck?
This is also the same girl that asked me what state Delaware was in.
Oh.
So, not the brightest bulb in the pack. So, you know.
Is she from here?
Yeah. I said you probably know her.
We're not going to say names.
I'm not going to do all that.
Andrea, right?
Yeah, fuck Andrea. But I'm sorry, that wasn't nice.
So she heard everything and then still went there
and then she's like,
and
oh,
fucked
she
him.
left because she got...
Fucked him and obviously...
honestly, I will say miracle that she got pregnant. Because not working with much down there.
Oh.
Yeah. So
we're talking about little wieners.
Not only did she get pregnant, but she was probably very disappointed in the act. So
we're talking about little wieners.
Yeah. And minuscule wieners. Microscopic.
Are you just saying that because you're mad at him?
No.
And he's a douche.
I wish.
He's a douche, obviously.
I loved him enough to let him have his moment.
He's a douche.
Yeah. No, he is a douche, but he also has a little wiener. I'll give people credit when credit's due.
Right.
He does not do any credit. So, yeah. Anonymous text message that...
You're an aunt.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? So I unblock him and call him. I'm like, what the fuck is this
I'm going to go ahead and
I
cut
just
you
got?
there right now.
Look,
why the fuck would you even
to
call
know.
him? Who gives a fuck?
I needed to know.
At this point, he's done this, done that. You should have just been like, what the fuck
It was
ever.
more so like that whole
I guess
thing.
because you were younger.
Well, yeah, and my whole thing, like when I left, I was done with him. Like I was over it. Emotionally, I'd been checked out, you know? It was more so I just needed confirmation on the betrayal on her behalf because I'm like, what the fuck? I just talked to you a few weeks ago. And it's even funnier because that coworker, the other one that I said knew when we were in Beckley, I'd run into him and his girlfriend a few weeks before at Easy Street. And she stopped me and she's like, you don't need to be friends with her anymore. She's like, she was sleeping with Jake at one point. And I'm like, when? So I had texted her right there at Easy Street. I was like, did you ever? I said the name. Blake, sorry. Yeah. But I was like, I texted her because his girlfriend had told me that. I was like, did you ever sleep with him? She's like, oh my God, no, I would never. And at that point, they already had.
Your best friend, Andrea?
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And you asked, and they'd already fucked?
She said no, but at that point, like based on the timeline, they had to have already. Because the turnaround time, like I came back in May, and the baby was born, I think, in February. So the math on that alone is 9 months. So it was bang, bang. No pun intended.
She heard everything you went through.
And was like, I want to sleep with that one.
And when you finally moved back home, she went over there and slept with him and had a baby with him.
And I found out via anonymous text message.
Now, what's the current situation with all that?
So I texted her after he confirmed because she didn't. I called her first. She didn't answer. It's the only reason I unblocked him and asked. I texted her and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Blocked me, and I've never heard a word from her since.
Really?
3 years, and I've never heard a word from her. She just disappeared. So I know that they ended up in Texas, and there was some custody issues with the child. But yeah, I've never seen or heard from her. I know she's come in town at least once, and I'm pretty sure she purposely did not.
So she doesn't live here now? Or you don't know?
I don't know where she's at specifically. The last I heard, they were. I don't ask, and there's not really anybody I could ask because he's not from here.
So what year was this when you finally left?
When I finally left him, I was 22.
22.
Yeah.
And you haven't spoke with him. You called him back about that.
I called him and got
and
confirmation.
You've not spoken with him since?
Nope, no contact. That's the only time I've spoken with him since I left.
Sidney.
Hand to God.
What would you do if he called you like out of the blue?
I probably wouldn't know it was him. How would I know? If he like called
No,
me,
no,
hey,
no. Like,
it's me.
I mean, obviously you know it's him. He's like,
If he'd
hey,
call and say it's him,
hey, this is Blake.
I'm
What are you
hanging up
gonna
the fucking phone. I've actually thought about that quite a bit. I had a feeling you were going to ask me, like, what would I do if
what
I
would you do
saw
if he
him or
come
whatever?
back into your life?
I don't know why he would, but if he did,
Just if he did.
it's like, I'm at peace with it. I've done a lot of work. I mean, because honestly, like, was it a really crappy thing to go to? Yes, getting beat up by a man for months on end is not a good time.
You went through a lot of domestic abuse with him.
Yeah, of every form, whether it be mental, emotional, I mean, it was like, and he'd do like little things too. Like I worked from home. I'd really roll out of bed in the morning, go clock in and go to work or whatever. And he'd come home and make fun of how I looked. Like, you don't do anything with yourself anymore. So then it was, I'm spending my lunch breaks getting all done up.
So it was a typical narcissist type of guy.
Yeah, just putting me down to feel better about himself. Like I said, hindsight's 20/20. And there's a lot of stuff I looked back on after the fact that was either controlling or like manipulative or to kind of tear me down. And as shitty as it was, it's like I don't think I'd be at the place I am now if I hadn't gone through that.
That's what this is like. The podcast stuff, we want to talk about like what you went through and what you learned, and like you say, it's shitty, but like you're probably glad in a sense that you went through that.
I've never been more at peace with being alone than I am now, or more confident in myself. I mean, and I'm work oriented now. I'm stable. I'm responsible.
Right.
And I don't think I would have. It took a while. Like I said, I'm not going to say I moved back and instantly was over and got my shit together. There's been a lot of therapy and medication.
You moved back
in
when?
between then and now. 22.
Right?
So
and today's 25. So it's 3 years ago.
Probably just in like the last year, I've been at a point where I would feel comfortable like dating.
Yeah.
Or or anything.
Have you
like
dated
that.
anyone serious since?
No, I mean, there's only one that I would
obviously you've talked to people and stuff like that. I'm talking about like on
flings.
serious.
There's only one that I would consider that was kind of remotely serious, but even that was short lived, and I purposely took the time for a long time and didn't get into anything serious because I needed to. It wouldn't have been fair to me to try to date somebody when I was still trying to figure out, and work through all that shit because I can't take his actions out on somebody else. That's just not fair, But then it's like a tough battle of learning, like. Trusting yourself to recognize red flags, but then also don't make up red flags that aren't red flags just because you're paranoid too. So it took a long time to kind of work through shit like that and trust myself to be in a relationship. And like I said, I didn't want to waste anybody's time.
Making the right judgment call.
I mean, I told people for the longest time, I'm like, you don't want to date me just as much as I don't want to date you. I promise.
Right.
I'm not in a place.
So what? I mean, obviously, what? I'm gonna sound dumb with asking this question, but. What trauma from that relationship when you tried to date in the future has that caused? Like, what is something you noticed that you, like, does it rewind back and put you in that situation? Like, what is something a guy could do to remind you of that?
Well, I mean, it's stuff that you wouldn't expect, honestly, because, like, I've always been a trusting person.
I want to know the girls' aspect of this. Like, when they go through these bad relationships, these narcissistic type of guys that are abusive and all that, like what is something like that you went through with him that you try to date another guy and you're like, oh fuck, it reminded you of that? Like what is certain things? And
that's what I mean by like it's stuff that surprises you, because I'll trust anybody until they give me a reason not to, and that hasn't changed. I've never been a go through your phone type of stuff like that. If I feel like I need to go through your phone, I'm simply not going to date you. I'm like, that's ridiculous in my mind, or whatever. No hate to anybody who does.
Would you have to go through mine? You think?
I wouldn't.
I'm saying here, you think I'm the type of guy you have to go through his phone? Do you think I would? Do you think I would be very loyal type, or do you think, oh, he's the social media guy?
For the right person, yeah. Right, but you're a flirt.
All right, whatever. Anyways, so what?
God forbid I tell the truth.
All right, let's get back on subject. My bad. I don't even know why I said that.
But no, it's literally like little stuff. Like the guy that I said I was kind of serious with was like, it sounds so stupid to say out loud. He was a football fan. I will not watch football to this day because
of him.
He'd get so worked up over him and get so angry and stuff like that, and that would get taken out on me. I'm like, why can you not just watch a sport without?
Who was his favorite team?
I don't know if they're a good
Eagles?
team or not. No, that's my brother's team. Be careful.
Well, he's from Philadelphia. I thought
you would think. He's also grew up in Atlanta part time because he was an Army brat, and he's not. Was it Falcons?
Yeah, Falcons.
He's not a Falcons fan either.
Who was? Oh, So you hate the fucking Saints.
Yeah, I don't watch football, but fuck the Saints.
Okay. So listen to this, guys. If you like football, she don't like you.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
If you
like, what the fuck?
Football, that's fine. But it's like I said, just like the guy that I was with, like I was watching football with him, and he got worked up and like yelled at the TV like excessively,
and then he would take it out on you, and that would start it.
It's like I hate the word trigger. Like
that
word irritates me, but that's what it
trigger,
was. Like,
right?
Trigger.
Fuck
finger.
you, Mike. Right. All right.
But just little stuff like that. But like I said, I mean, as far as because when things were good with him, they were so good that there's not really things that he did, like he didn't like go hours and hours without responding, or I didn't really have to deal with any of that. It's more so just me being scared that if I communicate my feelings, it's going to automatically set somebody off. Like something can be wrong and I can like communicate that without somebody getting pissed off. And that was really hard to figure out. That's not going to happen every time.
So
like,
let's talk about like what you went through as far as the domestic stuff and all that. Like if you're talking to another girl, woman, whoever it may be out there that's going through the same thing, like what are some things that you can look out for to keep you from having to go through this? Like if they first start getting in a relationship, like think about like the first 3 months.
Yeah.
Like what are some red flags?
Me a while, even looking back now,
that you could warn others about?
Yeah. Like I said, it took me a while, even looking back now. Like it was a while before I noticed anything. And the first one was like I told you that day when we were still in Charleston, and I was mad and I was trying to leave and he was blocking the doorway and stuff like that, wouldn't let me leave, like barring the door and stuff like that.
Yeah, that should have been
like that,
the major red flag.
Well, you know,
he's
at
blocking
the time,
you in.
But before that, you know, I mean, I didn't see it coming. Like I can genuinely say that. Like with the shock for me was how different. It was like a switch flipped when we moved, and I was like, "What in the world?" But if somebody, definitely isolation,
getting you out of your comfort
getting
zone,
you away
of
from your
home
people
state.
and stuff like that is really big. And then like once we got down there, it was kind of like financial too was a big thing because I already wasn't. I made $15 an hour in Atlanta. That's not shit, and I was still expected to pay half the bills. I couldn't pay half the bills with what I was making in a month, but that's how we wanted.
So you was
things
dependent
to go.
on him.
So so it basically made it so I had to be dependent. That's what I mean when I said I left. I had $30 in cash, and it's because somebody sent it to me in a birthday card. Like,
wow. So
the financial side of it, and then it was like I didn't drive, you know, and it was like, when we get down there, we'll get it figured out and stuff or whatever. And it was always push it off, or you know, or.
So do you think that's what he wanted? Was you fully dependent on him?
Yeah. I think that was so, you know, I mean, it's okay to be dependent on a man in some scenarios. If there's like children involved, things like that, or they just simply want you to be a house. It's not a bad thing, but it's how he went about it, you know, and like looking back after the fact, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to have a better job. And at the time I'm like, okay, I have an easy job. He just wants me to have an easy job. No. And it was stuff like that. But as far as like the physical side of things, it's like, for me, it started with him throwing things, like the hamper or whatever. There was one time I got a PlayStation controller beamed at the back of my head, and then it was my fault that the PlayStation controller was broken.
Right.
What? So, I mean, obviously nobody should be throwing things at anyone. We're grown adults. I
don't know. I don't know. I'm just like, I've seen a lot of red flags that you went through there, but you.
Well, it's like I said,
stayed,
at the time, I cared about the dude, and it was like, there's no way I would have been this wrong about him. And you justify it. You do. And that's like I said, nobody really understands it until you go through it. Because I used to say the same thing. Like, what do you mean a guy's hitting you and you're staying?
Yeah.
That's stupid. And then it happened to me, and I was like, oh.
Now you know.
Now I get it. It's different when you care about somebody. They don't start out that way. That's the biggest thing to take from it. They don't start out beating the shit out of you.
Okay. So obviously you're a little older now. You've went through this. You've experienced some stuff to make you who you are today. And who's Sidney today? And what are you looking for? Like, are you still like looking? Are you a hopeless romantic? Or are you like fuck that?
No, I'm very much. I think it sounds awful to say. Well, not awful to say. If you know me, it's gonna be surprising though. I'm very much in my lover girl era. Like my thing is, I feel like because I won't say I'm a nice person. I'm not a really nice person. I'm a little rough around the edges, but like for the right person, I am.
Right. I feel like you got a sweet side for the right person.
I'm at a point where, I mean, I do work a lot, you know, and that causes some issues with people. And then the whole kids thing causes some issues.
Yeah. So you don't want kids?
No, I got fixed.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's the thing. That's a lot has to do with me. Like, I want
another
kid, but I'm 38 years old. I'm like, Mike, you're running out of time.
I made the choice when I got it done, knowing that was going to be an issue.
What do you mean when you got it done?
I got my tubes removed.
Oh.
Like probably like 8 months after I moved back, I got my tubes removed.
That's too personal. That's too personal.
You can ask questions.
Nah, that's too personal. I mean, was that like your decision, or was that like a health,
it started.
Decision?
It started as me looking into it and seeing if I could get it done, and then found out I couldn't have anyways. So it was like, okay, take out whatever you need to take out. I'm fine with it. It was kind of how it ended up. So
has that like costed you like future?
It has.
I mean, obviously,
like I
there's
said,
a lot of.
and I made the decision knowing that because I mean the only thing I'm almost 30, so most people my age either have already had kids and don't want more, or they don't have kids
like me
and they
want
know they
one.
want so exactly. and it's always created issues because I get it out of the way early. I'm not gonna waste somebody's time for months just for them to find out I want kids. I'll be like, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody already has kids, I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. You know, I'm obsessed with my nephews. I'm not bad with kids. I just don't want any of my own. And so I just get it out of the way early, and it freaks some people out. Like, why are we already talking about kids? I'm like, well, because if you're looking for a relationship, do you want to find out 2 years from now that you've wasted 2 years because I can't have any if you want them?
So you moved back in 2022, and you haven't talked to him since.
Nope.
Don't know anything about him.
Like I said, all I know
you
is
haven't
he ended
told
up
anybody
in
the story. You just wanted to get your story out there, and
I want to know who texted me.
And she wants to know who texted her.
I want to know. I have my suspicions.
All right. Well, I mean, what is your biggest life lesson you learned from all this?
Ooh, it's a hard one.
Well, I mean, give me a few of them. Like, what did you
learn?
I
think the biggest thing is to not let one ruin it for the many. You know what I mean? Like, just because he sucked doesn't mean that all of them do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can't let it deter you from finding something better. You know, things like that. But also, the biggest thing I took from it was the importance of like being okay with being by yourself. It's okay. Like, get to know yourself before you waste anybody else's time. You need to be at peace with you before you can actually be in a healthy relationship. And now I'm spending my days, I'm at work, and then I go home and I'm sitting in the quiet with my dog and my cat, and to me that's my peace now.
That's peace.
Going home
so do you even want a relationship, or you're like
that sounds
you're fine?
No,
you're like,
but
what
I mean, like I do. I mean, but I'm also fine not. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be in a relationship just for this. We all know that person that's like in one 5-year relationship immediately into the next one, you know, and that just will never be me. I'm fine with waiting until it's something that is worth it. So
you got anything you want to close with? We're getting ready. You sure there's anything? We got everything? Everything out?
Let me check my footnotes.
Yeah, check your footnotes. Listen, in case we need to recap anything. Like, oh, I forgot to tell you.
I'm gonna show you the picture.
Oh.
So if any of my friends know this picture, and like they already know what you're about to look at.
I feel like we didn't end like we need to know. Like, if you told us all about that, we need to know if they're still together.
I don't know.
Like your ex-best friend and your ex-man that was fucking fucktard.
I don't know.
Is he still with your ex-best friend that fucked him like probably during and had a thing with him during? Like,
I've always wondered that, but like, I don't know when the opportunity would have ever been.
So what like that's where you left me. Like when you left the first time, she didn't go over there? Like how did she get there?
What do you mean?
I hate to go right back to it, but like I didn't get clarification. How do you think she got over to Atlanta and was like, I'm gonna fuck you?
I have a feeling because, like I said, after I left the first time and I came back and she visited for my birthday, like she overstayed her welcome and that kind of.
She visited when you come back.
Yeah, after I left the first time when I came back and she came.
What
to
did
see
y'all
me for my
do?
birthday.
Like what
well,
did
it was
you
supposed
and him?
to be she was gonna go out with me that night and then leave the next morning. Well, then he invited her to stay longer, and I was like,
oh,
no.
He invited her to stay
longer.
Yeah.
So and then
we didn't talk about this.
And I'm like, well, no. I said, we have plans for my birthday. So she can just come with us. And like I said, there wasn't an opportunity during that visit where they could have.
So did you go to the restroom or anything? Like, and they left him alone at the table or?
Well, so that's what I'm getting to. So we went to the revolving sushi place.
Yeah.
And then we went to this rooftop place in downtown Atlanta. And as soon as we got there, I had mentioned, we went to dinner after because when we got to the rooftop place, I had mentioned, I was like, I need to get like a snack or something. I was like, I haven't eaten yet today. We're not going to dinner for a while. And that pissed him off. Don't know why. Pissed him off. So then I'm like, me immediately shuts down. I'm like, I don't want to piss him off more and then like ruin the day. So I just kind of was like, I'm gonna go find somewhere to sit down and go get a snack or whatever. And they just went off and like playing the games and stuff on the rooftop together for like hours. And I'm just sitting there on my birthday, just like.
On your birthday, he left with her?
No, they were still like in the same
I
on the
know,
rooftop.
but like he went to another
and
area.
And it was pissing
what
me
were
off
you doing?
I'm like, I was just sitting there eating my pretzel. I went and got. And I'm like, if that was my friend, I'm not gonna go hang out with your boyfriend.
At the time, did you even think anything?
I think I was more pissed off about like the situation than thinking about the fact of like, why are they over there hanging out? You know what I mean? Once again, looked back and I was like, that was weird. But
so you don't think they fucked that night, right?
No, they couldn't have.
Because y'all did.
No. You know what's crazy? We were in Atlanta. I think I was there for a total of 6 months. We slept together one time. Well, and a lot of it had to do with because shit popped off 3 days after we moved there or whatever. Like, I'm not going to sleep with somebody I'm scared of.
So you then the second time you leave, and then how do you think this happened? He called her up and said, "Hey, you want to go back out in Atlanta?"
I think I texted her and told her that I left, and
then that was
she
her
was a
green-
sneaky little snake and texted to check on him.
And she
God
knew
knows
all
why.
about it, like
Yeah.
what he was doing
She
to you.
knew everything.
Do you think he told her another story, like, "Oh, she's just lying, she's crazy"?
Sure, I was crazy and I did this and I did that, which is
she
fine.
provoked all this. She hit me, or she slapped me, and I had to push her back to get her off of me.
I can almost guarantee that that's what happened. Which I don't
believe everything that she says. She's crazy.
She has proof, which she saw that too.
Right.
But yeah, I guarantee that that's what happened, or I texted her and told her I left, and her being
and you've not really spoken to her since.
She literally never even responded to me asking if she was pregnant.
Okay, well,
not a peep.
Find out. Maybe there'll be a second part to this little podcast.
I do
to
see his Venmo transactions sometimes. Like, you know how like your friends.
Oh my God, you're stalking him still, so you might be the crazy
one.
No,
I go use Venmo and I'll see where he like pays his lawn guy. I'm like, it's a jump scare. But
delete him. Block his Venmo.
Can you block somebody on Venmo?
Take the fucking phone number off or block. I'm sure you can.
I don't have his phone number.
I'm sure you can.
We'll figure it out. Because it was a jump scare for
sure.
All
right, so
do you want to see the picture or not?
Yeah, let's see it. What's this picture?
So I said, it's infamous within my friend group. We call it focaccia ass. So have you ever seen how they make focaccia bread? And before
what is focaccia bread?
It's a bread. That's what I'm getting at. It's the bread that's got like the dimples in it, and like they have to put dimples in it before they bake it, and it's got like the bumps and stuff in it.
Is it Italian?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I think I've seen it now. I know what you're talking
about. Emphasis on the dimpliness of the dough. Okay. Keep on. This is the man that was calling me overweight and disgusting.
Oh, so I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. I don't want the camera to see.
The camera's not gonna see it. What the fuck?
I'll never. That's the only picture I have of him still.
Did he play football?
No.
That motherfucker was definitely a fucking left guard. That was a fucking left guard, dude.
It was literally because like he had just said something mean to me and like something about
my weight.
And
was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna take a picture.
Did
you show him?
You know what, you fat fuck? I was like, here you go. No, I never.
Did you show him?
I never showed him. I said it to my group chat. I was like, fuck him.
Holy shit!
And now
you just scarred me.
If I ever need a good laugh,
you just go look at that.
Yeah, and I'm like, I let that man be mean to me. Ew.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I remember you. You were something then. You were hot. You were hot.
Formerly?
You still are. I'm just saying, like, even then, like, I'm just saying, like, don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying. But I'm saying, like, that, like, what the fuck?
Those two things did not go together.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm getting at here. Like, what the fuck? We're talking about then.
Yeah. That's what, and I always say this. That's how you know I really loved that man. Because that was my view before bed.
That was a great view.
Did you like it?
Not.
I want to frame it. I've thought about framing it and putting it in my house, but I think that'd be kind of weird.
All right. Well, I do want to thank you for coming on the Mike Chandler Show. I hope you guys liked it. We talked about a lot with Sidney's life. Some life events that happened that changed her.
If you sent me the text message Mike.
She wants to know who fucking sent the text message, the random person. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. YouTube, Facebook. We're gonna do Twitch. We're gonna do Spotify. The Mike Chandler Show. Love, drama, business, motorsports, influencers. I want all of you. I want to hear your story. If you got a wild story, if you just got a motivational type of story, come in, sit down, let's talk about it. I want to hear from you. The Mike Chandler Show. Come on.